Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Imran Salim. We have a topic called as preparation of alkane. We mainly look different types of chemical processes that are discussed in our textbook. Our main focus is alkane. Although our book does not contain any direct reaction, but it is written in different chapters for preparation of alkane. So I gathered different type of chemical reactions of alkane from our textbook, and mainly these are 4 reactions. You have to learn these 4 reactions with respect to alkane. One of them is from unsaturated hydrocarbons, and we mostly take alkene or alkyne in this case. Second one, alkyl halide, and we use a reaction called as Wurtz synthesis, and we use Grignard's reagent for this reaction. Another reaction for the preparation of alkane is from aldehyde and ketone. And in the last one, we have another reaction from carboxylic acid. Let's have a look quickly one by one for each reaction. In case of unsaturated hydrocarbon, we can use double bond or we can use triple bond in the reaction. For double bond, we take ethene, and for triple bond, we take ethyne. The reaction is known as hydrogenation reaction. That means we require hydrogen for reduction of these unsaturated compounds. In case of ethene, there is only one pi bond, so we require one hydrogen molecule, and in ethyne there are 2 pi bonds, so we require 2 moles of hydrogen molecule. The reaction also require a catalyst, which is metal catalyst. We can use nickel, and the condition require a temperature of 200 to 300 degrees centigrade. After the reaction, the hydrogen molecule add up to the double bond or triple bond, making the molecule a saturated one. For each case, we get a same product, which is known as ethane. So this is one reaction that can be used for the preparation of alkane. Now we look at the second one. In second reaction, we require an alkyl halide as a reactant. If I write a compound name as CH3, CH2, Cl, chloroethane or ethyl chloride, and it reacts with sodium in the non-aqueous ethereal medium, then this reaction gives us alkane. Here we need 2 moles of sodium and 2 moles of alkyl halide. Sodium and chlorine, they both unite to form sodium chloride, and the remaining 2 moles of ethyl radicals, they combine together to give us higher number of carbon chain, mostly double the carbon chain, and we get a compound named as butane. This reaction is known as Wurtz synthesis or Wurtz reaction. Woods Fittig reaction is mainly important for achievement of higher alkanes. For getting higher alkanes, we use this reaction. A second method that is used for the preparation of alkane is hydrolysis reaction, and hydrolysis of Grignard can be better for this reaction. A Grignard is an organometallic compound that include magnesium metal. Here magnesium is a metal and it bears partial positive charge, carbon being electronegative, then magnesium bears negative charge. On the other hand, in water, hydrogen bears partial positive and hydroxy OH bears partial negative. The scheme of reaction is such that this partial negatively charged carbon attacks on neighboring hydrogen of water molecule that result in breaking of hydrogen to oxygen bond, and this oxygen in return picks up this partial positively charged magnesium. Finally, the carbon to magnesium bond breaks, resulting into a saturated compound called as ethane along with basic magnesium bromide or hydroxy magnesium bromide as a byproduct. Dear students, we have also learned another reaction from our text, which is Clemmensen reduction. In the chapter of aldehydes and ketones, there are two reactions for reduction of aldehyde and ketone. One of them is Clemmensen and the other one is Wolff-Kishner reaction. In Clemmensen reaction, we require a mixture of zinc mercury amalgam and HCl that is used as a reducing agent, and in Wolff-Kishner reaction we have hydrazine along with potassium hydroxide. Both of the reagents reduces aldehydes and ketone, making the carbonyl into alkane. For the first method, we use acetaldehyde reactant. It requires 4 nascent hydrogen. These hydrogens came from amalgam and HCl. As a result, we get ethane along with water as a byproduct. Similarly, if I use acetone as a reactant and it also requires 4 moles of hydrogen that came from hydrazine and potassium hydroxide, then these hydrogens also picks up the oxygen and remaining carbon binds itself with the hydrogen, making propane along with water. These two reactions are called as reduction reactions because of the addition of hydrogen to the carbonyl or because of the loss of oxygen from the hydrocarbon. Last, we have a reaction from carboxylic acid. Dear students, this type of reaction or this reaction is not available in our text, but there is a question in our exercise that describes carboxylic acid or decarboxylation reaction of carboxylic acid. The method is known as Kolb's electrolysis. It is also known as Kolbe's electrolysis. Here we have a compound named as potassium acetate. If I perform electrolysis reaction for potassium acetate, I will get alkane as a product. Okay, what we have to do initially, we have to perform ionization along with passing electricity from the mixture. Upon ionization, we get negatively charged acetate ion and we get positively charged potassium ion. Before proceeding to the other parts of the reaction, I simply multiply the equation with 2. So for the sake of simplicity, I multiplied reactants and products by 2. On passing current, negatively charged ions move towards anode and positively charged ions move towards cathode. At anode, negative ions oxidize themselves to form alkane. And what is the method? Here, these acetate ion, which are present in 2 moles, oxidize themselves, resulting into 2 moles of acetate free radical along with 2 electrons. These acetate radicals rearrange themselves in this manner. Have a closely look at the process I am doing here for you. This unpaired electron travel towards carbon. It is intending to form a double covalent bond with the carbon. With the intentions, carbon can also participate with the oxygen, so it also produces its electron towards oxygen. As a result, the other carbon gets its electron back. So the bond between carbon to carbon breaks away and there will be a double bond between carbon to oxygen. We get 2 moles of carbon dioxide along with 2 moles of free radical, that is methyl free radical. These 2 methyl free radicals, hopefully you are seeing this at the bottom. These 2 methyl free radicals, or maybe I can write it here for you. 2 methyl free radical combines with each other. Okay, let's say for simplicity I write it down as such, like this. These 2 free radicals share their unpaired electrons, resulting into an saturated hydrocarbon, this known as ethane. On the other hand, there is a reaction taking place at cathode also. The electrons that are coming from anode reduces the water molecule, 2 moles of water, takes up these electrons, and we will get hydrogen molecule as a product along with 2 moles of hydroxyl ion. These hydroxyl ions combine with the 2 moles of potassium ion, giving away 2 moles of potassium hydroxide. So dear students, these are all the reactions for preparation of alkane from our text. I can simply recall you for your easiness. We have hydrogenation of unsaturated hydrocarbons. We have Wurtz-Fittig reaction. We have hydrolysis of Grignard reagent. And here we have Clemmensen reduction and Wolff-Kishner reduction. And lastly, we have Kolb's electrolysis or Kolbe's electrolysis. That's all for now. Have a nice day. Thank you.